conference call, our big announcement call, our training call, our everything call. And I want you to write this down if you're brand new and you didn't hear me a second ago. Tuesday night's the most important night of the week. Write that down. Never miss a Tuesday night call. Every big announcement, all the magic that happens inside this organization is always launched and talked about big on Tuesday nights. Never any other night of the week. Always Tuesday nights. And you never want to miss that, especially if Rory and Tanya are adding something new to the system to help you build, help you make more money, help you get, even a new tool to help you get it out to the rest of the world. You never want to miss that. You want to get plugged in. You want to add it to what you do, add it to your system and get it out there right away. Never miss a dime, never miss another person. Get out there and build and hit your goals and accomplish what you came here to accomplish, whatever that is, whether it's part-time or full-time. Never want to miss a Tuesday night call. Sometimes they even have a guest speaker on that is the manufacturer of this product or service. And they're going to tell us all about it. They're going to tell us how they got the idea, why they created it, how it developed over time before we got a hold of it, and help us write better pages and help us market even better. So you never want to miss those. And you never know who's going to get on and share a story. Stories are important. You get to know those stories. Chelsea, remember this. If I told you a story in about the next 5 or 10 minutes, and you're talking to somebody down the road, and you said, hey, my friend Niall, right? My friend, our family member, we're one team here. My friend Niall used to do that. And here's what happened to him. You get to tell those stories. And my friend Linda, my friend Dina, my friend Darlena. I got to know Darlena in Hawaii. I know enough about her where I can share her story with other people, right? The stories are stories sell. Stories are what people are looking for. That's a testimony. Testimony gets people to understand and relate even better. So never, ever miss a call where you can pick up those stories, pick up those ideas, pick up those tips on how to build your business, and never miss an announcement, a big announcement that Rory and Tanya are going to put out. But I also, as I said a little bit ago, I love Tuesday nights because we get to meet all the new people like Tim and Chelsea and those that have unmuted so far. I like seeing all the different states being represented and all the growth and the other countries as well. That's a beautiful. And the other countries as well. So it's a beautiful thing to see. So if you're brand new, click on the little microphone or hit the space bar on your keyboard, say hello. Don't forget to say what state you're calling in from and welcome to the call.
Love on YouTube, on the YouTube Music app.
Go ahead, Mike. Where are you calling in from?
My name's Annette, and I'm calling from California.
California's in the house. Thank you, Annette. Glad you made it.
Yeah, Whittier, California.
Fantastic. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Who else is brand new out there? Wants to unmute and tell us where you're calling in from? Where are you calling in from, Rita?
Hello, I'm Rita. I'm calling from Ohio, Cleveland.
Ohio's in the house. You just made Linda's day. Thank you, ma'am. We're glad you made it. And Linda is especially glad you made it. See how she is Ohioan.
Indeed.
Which I keep having a hard time pronouncing every week. Ohioan. A Buckeye fan. Glad you made it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, who else is brand new and what state are you calling in from?
Donna.
Where are you calling in from, Donna?
Florida.
Florida's in the house. Thank you, Donna, very much. You made me happy. So Rita made Linda happy. And Donna just made Dina and I happy, and Rory, Tanya, and everybody else. But I love seeing the Floridians when they log in and chime in. As you know, you probably figured out here, that's where I'm at in Florida. And yes, the weather has been beautiful here too.
Yep, it has.
So welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you made it. Who else is brand new and where are you calling in from?
Jack from Virginia.
Jack from Virginia. Where at in Virginia, Jack?
Roanoke.
Roanoke. Oh, what a beautiful place. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Glad you made it and welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Anybody else brand new? We're in about another minute. I'm going to have to get going. So welcome everybody to the Triple R.
Zuela from Newberry, South Carolina.
South Carolina's here. Welcome, ma'am. Glad you made it. Welcome to the Triple R247 and Direct to Consumer Ambassador team call. All the big announcements happen tonight, so we're glad you're here. And write this down. Never miss a Tuesday night call. And we also get to meet all the new people and welcome them. So if you're brand new, click on the little microphone in the lower left-hand corner or hold down, hit the space bar on your keyboard, say hello, and don't forget to say what state you're calling in from. And welcome. Anybody else? Okay. Oh, we got a
This is Rod Conover from Ogden, Utah.
Ogden, Utah. I know that area. Welcome, Rodney. Glad you made it. All right, hang on one second. I'm going to help the ladies get the rest of this big wave.
I think we
We're
got
good.
him.
We're
We're
good.
good.
All
Kyle.
right, fantastic.
Mhm.
Thank you very much. All right, welcome everybody again. It's 9:01, so we're going to have to kick it off. I see a few new names coming in, but we got to get going. 9 o'clock. So I am going to. I didn't do that, but I am going to do that, and we got that going, and that should be good too. And the chat's going to stay open for right now, so we could get going. Welcome, 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 everyone. Again, this is the. Let me hit this button again. I don't think that works. Try that. Oh, but I got to shut this off. Then try that. Technology, the Nile and technology. You're going to get to know that joke the longer you're here. So welcome everyone to the RRR247 and Direct to Consumer Ambassador Team Conference Call. This is the big night of the week, so we're glad you're here. If you didn't hear me a couple of times earlier, Tuesday night's the most important night of the week. Don't miss it. Never miss it. All the big announcements, everything you need to know to control your rate of success here, it always happens and is announced on a Tuesday night. You never want to miss that. Everything that's important to your business. And anytime Rory and Tanya are going to add something to the system to help you build, help you hit your goals, help you make more money, help you get the word out there with another tool, they'll always be announced on a Tuesday night, never any other night of the week. And that's why it's the most important night of the week to you. You never want to miss any of that. To the 10 new people who were able to unmute and say hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to share some great things with you tonight because there's so many great things happening right now in this organization. Rory and Tanya have, oh gosh, every time I say they perfected it and I tell Linda, I don't think it could get any better than this. They find a way to make it better. So I'm going to knock on wood as I say that this time. Listen, I've been in this industry for 34 years now, almost 35, and it's something that absolutely changed the direction of my life. But I've been working with the Ricords, the co-founders here, for 30 of those 35 years. 30 years ago, I was a very young entrepreneur trying to build my business. I was doing a mail order program back then, mailing things all over the country through snail mail. And I decided I wanted to beef up the advertising, beef up from the leads that I had. I wanted to advertise in the top newspapers around the country all at the same time. I needed a voicemail that could handle a lot of volume. Right away, everybody told me to go talk to this guy named Rory Ricord. So I did. I called him up. I got on the phone. I met this young man that had a love for teaching the system that he put together, but also a love to help other people, especially entrepreneurs, and this passion for mass communication like I never heard before, right? I come from a construction background. I started off in landscaping, but I got into construction early. I tried being a medic in the Army. That didn't work out for me. I went back into the family business, swinging a hammer. I started my own construction company with a buddy of mine. We were building homes. We were building big homes in Western New York. And that's when I injured my back, but I went back to school to be an aviation mechanic because the doctor told me, change careers, you're going to be sitting in the front in a rocket chair in the front porch by the time you're 40. So I did. I went back to school. I had 1 semester to go getting my A&P license to be able to work on aircraft because that was a big passion of mine then. And I wanted my associate's degree in avionics, but it was while I was in school that I was introduced to this. I had looked at all these other business plans before, from Avon to Undercover Wear Lingerie, and I thought they were great organizations, good products. I loved a lot of the stories that are involved there, but it didn't register with me because I didn't understand it. But when I was back in school, something hit me pretty hard about one that we were looking at, and I thought, this is pretty neat. This is pretty cool. And if we can make an extra $500 or $1,000 a month, just so I could spoil my kids a little more on the weekend, I'd be happy with that. And that's the day that I got involved, and I went looking for the voicemail, and I met Rory. Again, I called him up, and I met this guy that had incredible energy, love for mass communication, couldn't wait to teach me how to use the system that he was going to teach me. Remember his words, Niall's not a techie. Niall is not a techie. You do not have to be a techie to be successful here because you got great leaders behind you to take care of a lot of that for you and great teachers in front of you. So I got a hold of Rory. He gave me the voicemail I needed, all the volume I could throw at it, but he showed me something unique for this construction worker and aviation mechanic that I've never seen before. as I build a network of people around the country, I could put a message on that voicemail system and shoot it out to all of them at the same time. And a lot of the young people look at me like, well, no big deal. We do that all the time now, right? This was in 91 and 92. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have any of the technology we had today. But Rory was able to do this through the phone company, right? That big computer, that computer that nobody else had access to, but what's the nickname we gave? Nobel. And it was amazing what we were able to accomplish with that. But a couple years later, that's when the internet started hitting all of our kitchen counters and home offices, and us young entrepreneurs were sitting at home. First time, that's when Rory really found his niche, right? He left the telecom company. He got online. He became one of the first gurus out there. And the definition of guru to me is an expert in their field, and they're doing it online and how to teach it, right? Rory started a lead generation company that no one else could do. He knew how to do stuff that no one else knew how to do. I mentioned his love for mass communication earlier. No one knew how to do what he knew how to do. He became the #1 lead generation company on the internet, and he still holds that title today. The only difference between then and now is he doesn't sell his leads to the public. As a matter of fact, he doesn't sell his leads to anyone. All of that stuff that him and Tanya produce, their lead generation companies and their business and everything they do, they put back into you. They invest into you. And if you've known anything about these online businesses, you know that's the biggest expense for everybody. And it's also the reason why most people quit, fail, or just give up, because marketing and producing leads is the hardest and most expensive thing you can find to get your business going and running. All that's taken care of before you. Rory and Tanya figured out a way to invest in you and do that. So what else did we need besides leads? And from this #1 lead generation guy, we needed a website. We're all getting online. And I remember the first time Rory said, get a website, let's get online, build all over the world. I thought he was crazy because I don't like computers, or I didn't then. And I didn't know anything about them, and I was probably afraid of it, and I didn't want to get one. And fortunately enough, he was a good enough friend to drag me along kicking and screaming until I went and got one. And my first computer, this is no joke, it was a 286 on dial-up. It was horrible. It was bad, but it was okay because I could break it, and it wasn't a big loss, right? And I think I did break that first computer. Tim's laughing. He knows exactly what I'm talking about, right? So I jumped online with Rory, and things were crazy. What did we need? We needed a website. We needed a website that we could send people to read all about our opportunity and what we were offering, right? And after they read it, fill out a form asking us to call them. Rory was going to try his hand at building this website. And I somehow just knew it was going to be good, but I had no idea it was going to be this good. There were other people out there building websites. They were doing this professionally, building websites for entrepreneurs, getting online to build their business. Some of them were getting like a 1 in 50 response. 1 in every 50 people that went to the website read the information, filled out the form, and requested a call. There was some really good ones out there that got like 1 in 25, right? That was pretty good. Rory built his first website, and he got 1 in 10. Everybody was jumping up and down saying hallelujah at that time, right? Go Rory, because it's incredible what you just did, but it wasn't good enough for him. He tweaked it, he added stuff to it, he made some changes to it, and he got 1 in 5. He is the guy that understands online marketing, understands keyword, SEO, all these things that we're all trying to learn. He knows how to write. He's got the psychology right in the pages. He teaches that to you. It's incredible what this guy knows how to do. And now he's got a passion to teach as many other people to do exactly that and what he knows how to do so well. Make a lot of sense? So we built incredible businesses. I remember the day I walked away from my JOB. I had 1 semester to go in school when I got introduced to this business. I graduated. I went to work at the airport. I was there for about 8 months. I was already having too much fun and making too much money at my side business that was supposed to help me spoil my kids on the weekend. And I walked away from that JOB, and I've been home ever since. So I got to go from that dad who was lucky to get home and have dinner with the kids, was usually give them a kiss on the forehead, tell them to brush their teeth, go to bed, get up and do it again, right? I love you, see you tomorrow, I hope. And a lot of you dads know exactly what I'm talking about, working those long days. So I got to be the dad who went from that to the dad who got to put them on the bus, take them off the bus, go to every football practice and never miss a game, go to every volleyball practice and never miss a game. I even went to the cheer practice in the cheer camps with one of my daughters that was a cheerleader. Why? Because I could. I was that silly dad on the sidelines with the pom-poms trying to learn a routine, making everybody laugh, because that's what I love doing. spending time with my kids, making them laugh and making them enjoy life. And I got to spend all the time in the world. When I say this industry changed the course of my life, it opened up doors for me I didn't know existed. I got to meet people I never would have met as a carpenter or an aviation mechanic. I got online and I was meeting people all over the world through the systems that we had at the time, right? And it's incredible what happened. And it gave me two things that I want you guys to write down: time freedom and financial freedom. Now, what does time freedom and financial freedom mean to me? Time freedom meant this: I can spend all the time in the world I want with my kids now. I could go to all those practices, go to all those games, take them on vacation, do whatever they wanted to do, and make sure that they were enjoying life to the fullest and try to set the best examples that I could. But time freedom was me spending more time with my kids. Financial freedom was I could afford to do all of that and some, and I never had to feel guilty about getting the credit card bill after a vacation and realizing how many times I had to swipe that credit card, right? Time freedom, financial freedom. It changed the direction of my life, and it allowed me to give my kids a better life than all parents want to give their kids a better life than what they had, right? I was able to give my kids a better life than even I could dream of for them when they were born, knowing that I wanted to give them the best life possible. And now I'm in the grandpa mode. My kids are all moved out. They're making me grandbabies all over the country. Roy and I are both in grandpa mode, and we just love spoiling our grandkids the best we can. My son, who was the one that paid the most attention to me, was around the longest as I was building my business. He started working for himself when he was 9 years old. He still works for himself today at 30 years old. He's never had a job in his life. I instilled that entrepreneurship. I instilled that business mind into him, working for yourself and getting that freedom that he seen dad with, because that's all he knew. And that's how that kind of works. Even when we don't think our kids are paying attention, they're paying attention. So I feel pretty good about the legacy I left behind and the legacy that he's going to pass on to his kids. And one day, one of them, when Dina and I are all done working and we just want to retire and kick back, one of them are going to inherit the business that we built. That's another beautiful thing about this industry. So who are the two people that you guys are getting in business with? Who is Rory and Tanya Ricord, the co-founders here? He's an incredible techie, like I said in the beginning. What everything he did with that voicemail company, what he did online with lead generation, what they did when they started 16 years ago, when they decided to put this system together to teach everybody how to do what they know how to do so well. Incredible technology and a very creative mind. When I met him the first time in Miami, I shook his hand, looked in his eyes, seen that energy, knew he was one of the good guys. I wanted to be a part of his life and him a part of my life, no matter what was going to happen, even though I didn't know how big it was going to be, right? But after those incredible things happened, after meeting him in Miami and see what a good guy he was, I got to fly out to Utah to meet his wonderful wife, Tanya, who's the co-founder here at RRR247. And when I walked in the front door, you guys, I met this young lady who was raising 7 children, right? 6 of them played football. So, Tim, you already know what she was going through organizing all that, right? I had 1 playing football and 1 playing volleyball, and that was a handful. She had 6 playing football, raising 7 kids, running several other businesses, and helping Rory stay organized to keep this business on track and working the calendar like nobody I've ever seen before. I've never met such an organized person in my entire life at that point, and I still don't know if I have met anybody as organized as her today. He plans every minute of every hour of every day of every week and every month all year long. And look at Linda's face. She's got some things planned that are going to happen 2 years down the road already. And they will go off on time without a hitch, exactly the way she planned it, because that's who she is. That's how strong her organizational skills are. But it's also how strong both of them are with their commitment and their work ethics to help as many families around the world as we can get a business started like this and build to hit whatever our goals are. I realized right away how these two people, all that creativeness and all that drive and organizational skills complemented each other to build the perfect power team, right? Jim Rohn said this something to me 25, 26 years ago, and I want you guys to write down. The true legends on this planet are the people who find the ways to help the most other people. True legends find a way to help the most other people. I realized right away that he was talking about Rory and Tanya Ricord, as well as some other power companies in the world. And I knew that that's who they were going to be. And I was just happy that I took that trip to first made that phone call to where he was working with the Boy Scout company, then took that trip to Miami to meet him, and then went out west to meet her and got to know these people and became a part of their lives, because it's incredible what we're able to accomplish with the vision that they had and shared with us, myself and Andy and Linda and a lot of the other people, Donna and some of the other people you see here on the call and you're going to meet in the future, and allowed us to take that vision and that passion and that love for helping other people and use this tool and this vehicle to take it out to the rest of the world and touch as many families as we can. And Tim, I'm telling you, we're not going to rest until we're in every country, on every continent, and help as many families as we can, stomp out poverty in every corner. Look at my little square, every corner of the globe. The earth is not square, but my square is. Until we have reached as many people as we can, and just help as many families as we can, and get people out of the rat race, and get people home, and spending time with their kids like I'm talking about, or spending time with their grandchildren like I'm talking about, and live the life that we all should be living every single day. Financial freedom, time freedom, everything you need is right here in place. The only variable is each one of you working it, how much you want it, how much effort are you willing to put forth, what kind of a student are you going to be? Me, I made a decision to be the best student I could be, and that turned me into a successful business person, right? Because I had to be a student first. I had to learn. Because Jim Rohn said something else to me, real face to face one day. And he was asking me, now, how much money do you want to make a month? And I said, I don't know, Jim. How about 20,000 a month? And he looked at me, and I thought I was there to learn from him, right? I was, but he looked me in the eyes and he said, what are you going to do to earn that? And I kind of laughed and stepped back, and I went, I really don't know. I thought I was coming here to learn from you how to make that kind of money. He says, I'm just kidding with you. Here's what I want you to write down. I want all of you to write this down too. Whatever your goal is, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 20,000, or beyond. I want you to write this down. Become the person who deserves that number, whatever it was that you wrote on a piece of paper. When Jim Rohn said that to me, I wrote that down. Become the person who deserves that much money per month, and you'll have that much money per month. That told me, go home and be a student, dive in, learn all you can, get better, do personal development, work on yourself, work on your skill sets, put forth as much effort as you can, and you've earned it. You deserve it, right? That makes sense? If you're looking for a place with a kind of leadership like Rory and Tanya that I described, and Linda and Andy and Donna and Shar and Sheila and all the other wonderful people that you're going to meet that get in here and help train because they're vested in your success. I want to see you succeed and see you be here full time and walk away from the job like so many of us done. If you're looking for a place to build a business that can build you legacy income, change the course of your life like it did us, while you're also helping other people taking relevant products and services out to the world, have a positive impact on their life, then you found your home here. And we all welcome you with open arms. So welcome to the 10 who were able to unmute, and welcome to the other 10 that didn't get a chance to unmute. Without any further delay, I'm going to turn the microphone over to our co-founder, is somebody that I call today. He's family to me. I call him my brother. He's still a mentor to me because he's got an incredible creative and techie mind. And he's still teaching me to be a techie, even though I don't want to be, or I say I don't want to be anyway. I actually enjoy it now. But I call him my brother because he's family. Rory and Tanya have become family. And after 3 decades, that's just what happens, right? I know their kids, they know my kids. We celebrate holidays together. We broke bread 1,000,000 times together. We've traveled all over the world together. And every time we go someplace that has a body of water, Rory and I are going to rent a boat, charter a boat, and we're going to go fishing because that's our other path. If we're not working, let's go fishing. That's the kind of human being you're getting involved with, 2 people who get up every morning and they say, what can we do to make this better? What can we add to the system to help Shelly and John and Corinne and Chelsea and Tim and Rodney and all the other new people that I just heard unmute a second ago? What can we do to help them understand what we have, put forth the effort to get it out there to the world, pick their financial goals, change the course of their life? What can we do to make it better? That's who they are every morning. They have a meeting like that every morning. So without any further delay, I think I see him now. Yes, I do. Welcome to one of our co-founders, my brother, Rory Ricord. The microphone is yours. Take it away. Can't wait to hear what you're going to share tonight.
It's a fun night now. It's a fun night.
It is a fun night.
Guys, I have a lot to cover. And when that happens, what I like to do is give you guys notes. So I'm gonna cover things today, and normally I tell you guys to write it all down, but I already made the notes for you. I've already made the notes, and I'm gonna send you the link. So you have it. Okay. Let me go to chat. Now I know. Let's see. Now what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to chat. All right, I'm going to share this. Everybody's here. Now, Tuesdays are big, and you're going to start seeing a lot more people coming in right now because the first 20 minutes of our Tuesday, typically, except for our special occasions when we got to cut it real short because of time, but this is when we introduce it for the new people to come in and we cover things, and then we really unload the new stuff. You guys, we are adding new people every single day without exception to what we do here. New every day. And there's some things coming that I'm going to talk about today that's going to increase our numbers because we made things even better to grow with. And I'm super excited to share it with you guys. And it's just around the corner. We're talking days away. So I'm going to pull this up here. We have a leadership event happening in 2 weeks. Some of our top leaders will be there. We're going to be in Punta Cana, glorious location, and we're going to be rolling out the game plan for the next several months. Okay, and in addition to that, we're going to be working on how we grow and develop. Now, you guys, I had a call with Costa today. He and I meet every week to cover things. We have inside of our teams here, we have people from all sorts of countries, but we're doing a lot now, starting to develop in Israel. And from Israel, they're launching outwards. Now, I'm going to tell you, everything we do has global growth involved in it. Okay. You guys, Niall brings up, he used to get paid from 18 countries. Well, he's got at least 8 countries in his Vela Vita business right now. I know because so do I. And you can ask Niall that a lot of those countries, he helped bring people in Australia, but the Israeli organization that we share, he didn't bring them in, but he gets the benefit of it because he was there building and making it happen. Everything we do has a community uplift to it. We rise everybody up. It's a utopian process. And the longer you're here, the more you're going to realize that's exactly what it is. You get what you earn. You get what you're worth here. And we help rise everybody up. And the more you contribute, the more you can gain. That's how this is built. Okay, now I want to show you some things. Again, I give you the notes. And I'm going to go through the notes, and I want you guys to understand all this stuff in a very methodical way. I'm going to turn my phone down. Okay. I am going to show you this. Guys, today, I'm getting you guys ready. Between now and April 20th, which we'll talk about a little bit more, we want to get everything ready for a major virtual event here at RRR247, and then it just starts getting better and better right after that. Timing is amazing, okay? So let's start out with the notes. And go through things. I'm getting ahead of myself. So May 5th, make sure you put this down in your calendar. 4 p.m. Eastern till 7 p.m. Eastern on Vela Vita Live is the Cinco de Mayo celebration. Okay, now we call it the Cinco de Mayo celebration, but it's the Vela Vita 4-year anniversary. Okay, very special time for us. We've been at every celebration for Vela Vita. We got involved with Vela Vita from the very early days. I go back with Costa. Niall and I go back with Costa to 2003. Yeah, and I've known him personally, like, and worked with him since '04, so 20 years with that guy. We go back, and watching it go to where it is now has just been just tremendous. All right, and I'm gonna, I got you guys all out this. I just got a warning. You guys see that warning come up? That's what happens. You have hundreds of people hit it, but I'm gonna go through here, and go here. So May 5th, Sunday, 4 p.m. until 7. Now, immediately following that, on the same channel you're on right now, immediately following that, we're going to have a RRR247 event, because we just get on the Zoom. We're going to cover what things happen. There is so much that's going to be revealed. It's going to make your head spin. And some of it you're going to realize is so incredible, but how does that work? That's all going to be answered on the RRR247 webinars, the same channel here now that we're on today, at 7 p.m. directly following the Bella Vita Live. Okay? Our top leadership will be on there walking you guys through things. Okay? So you want to put both of those on your calendar, and you want to make sure you get there. And here's what we know. When Costa says it's going to be big, it's going to be big. And we know that this is the 4-year. It's going to be bigger than he did the 3-year. And some of the things that we're privy to, we already know it's going to be an explosive growth from what happens on that day. We want to make sure that our entire family is involved and ready and knows how to execute on it. So we're going to have a special call to cover things immediately after, so that we can answer questions and answers, because we're not all going to be in the same location for this event. Sometimes we are. This year we're not. So we're going to get everybody on the webinar, right? The same Zoom room we're on now, right after that call. Okay, watch parties. You're going to be hearing about some of these announced in your area. If you can make it, great. But otherwise, make your own watch party in your home or at a friend's home, somewhere where you get a babysitter for the kids. Make sure you can have quality time from 4 to 7, and then probably 7 to 8. So 4 to 8 really is what you probably want to have. I'll go ahead and make that bigger. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to make this bigger too. Make sure you're really in a place you can dive in and be a part of the celebration event. Okay, now there's so much planning and things to get there, and there's some incredible people from all over the world coming together, and we're going to be broadcasting from Torreon, Mexico. And you guys know this is a true global company, and there's going to be a lot of people there. And we are going to be hearing some things, and we already know that on May 5th, one of the things that we know, there's 2 things that we know are going to happen. One, we're going to have announced where and when the event, the convention will be, which will be somewhere around September-ish in the fall. It is already, we've been told it will not be in the United States. It's going to be in a place where more people can go because of passports and visas. And we're thinking it might be, somewhere like Costa Rica, Panama, somewhere gorgeous, okay? You're going to need a passport. If you don't have a passport, get your passports. You guys, there is something powerful about international travel, let alone travel. You guys, I realize you guys, a lot of people in America don't have a passport. And I don't think that's a bad thing per se, because, the size of the US to travel through it, we're huge. We're bigger than Europe, right? And so it makes sense when we're traveling state to state. There's so much to do and see. But there's a whole world out there, and we're marketing to the whole world. And sometimes just getting immersed in the culture, even if it's for a weekend or a week, you can open up your understanding and the vibes so that you can actually grow and expand there and see different areas where you can possibly market and whatnot. It's just amazing when it opens. But also being in a collective group with people going the same direction, that energy is amazing. Okay, now I say this because tickets are probably going to go on sale. I'm anticipating it May 5th or shortly thereafter for that event. And for everybody that's brand new and new that hasn't been to a convention, when Costa rolls it out, he puts an amazing deal out from the very get-go, and then it just becomes more expensive because, you know, plan. So those that jump on immediately always get the best rate and allows us to get best airfares there to start watching things and to really hone in on the business. And I'm going to tell you, this is our office time for Triple R. We get is these events, and we're doing the one in the fall, and we have a leadership event. There's usually 2 or 3 activities a year that we get to meet up. The convention by far is the best because more people are there. And we're going to be doing that. I want you guys to be ready to, like, you know when the date is and then act on it. Okay. And I'm giving everybody, a heads up so that you're ready, because that's coming, you guys, it's less than a month away. Right. And that's coming up. I need to get some water. Hold on. I've been talking all day and my voice is just, it's already feeling strained. It's been so exciting, guys. So I want you guys to know that there's going to be some things coming, and I want you ready for it. Okay. Mentally and everything. And also what you should be planning is, how do I build my business so my cash flow is better? Right. And we have things to take advantage of. By the way, if you're not involved or you don't know what the IBO program is, it is going amazingly well with the new changes we made. We got some really good programs that pay out very well. And you want to get with your instructor, find out about that, get that going. Some of you could utilize that and have, cash flow coming in of $750 or $1,000 a month coming in with that program. So if you don't know what that is, get with your instructor. They'll walk you through it and they'll get you going on that. We're going to be covering more aspects of that for the instructors on Monday. Now, we have an instructor program here, and I'm going to bring it up. It is a way to really utilize our V marketing and grow your business. And I'm going to get into some big things coming, because you guys, we have a virtual meeting, a virtual event on the 20th, on 4/20. It's a Saturday. I'm going to talk about it here shortly. We've been getting you guys ready for it. We are giving you so many resources to build your incomes here. And things are going to be taking a quantum leap. And I mean that. And it's so awesome. It's a big moment for us in time when we're going to look back and say, remember April 20th, 2024? Remember those changes we made? Look where we've done. And this is a major thing. We've been working towards this for a long time. A lot of technology, a lot of investment. And it is awesome. And you guys, I'm, working with our team in Australia. Matt, I got the CTOs and everybody behind it. We're working, 20-hour days and around the clock to hit the deadline and get major things done. It is very impressive. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of highlights of it today, because I want you mentally ready. Because when we dump this off on you in 11 days, it's going to blow your mind. And the more you're ready for it, the more you're going to understand why we're going to act the way we are and move things in place. And we've already been getting instructors ready for a lot of it. But today I want to give you guys a glimpse and understanding that I haven't done yet. Okay. So we're going to go down here. So via marketing, you want to make sure you are notifying, reminding everybody. Now, guys, I want to put this in here. And this is especially for Cinco de Mayo. Everybody, you guys, you're doing your via marketing and you got, students in, make sure everybody knows about that event. I'm gonna go bigger. Make sure they know about it. Now, for anybody that just has, just make sure they know, and instructors, make sure your students know. Add them to your calendar, right? Make sure they know that they have an invite to that event on vellavita.live, and then right after it at 7 o'clock on the RRR247 webinars.com. Okay. Now I'm gonna go down here. Because marketing, it's all about the multiple legs of marketing, right? I talk about it in my book, the 3-legged marketing table. We have several legs. In fact, we have 9 legs of marketing combined in everything that we do, and we probably are adding more, okay? And, I'm just going to break it down. We have the PBS. So we have SEO, keyword, link posting, content marketing, and then we have the V marketing, which creates traffic through the leads we do and the things we market. And with the new PBS Vortex coming very soon to a PBS marketer in RRR247, you guys, we're going to be adding more ways to create traffic to our PBSs and ascension marketing to all the leads. You guys, it is a wish list come true for a professional marketer that I am, and I'm giving those tools to everyone here. Everyone here will have the availability to use them, and it's automation. Anything that can be automated is. The proper copywriting and messages to get people to take action are all being done for everybody here. You just got to use the system, learn how to use the CRM and the V-marketing, and the rest just happens through the automation, the AI tools we have programmed, everything that we need to do to make this hum, we're doing for you. You just got to do the processes of V-marketing, make sure things are done right in the CRM, and the hooks take care of the rest. We'll explain that. So I want to go over the power of the marketing stuff, and I'm going to go over the PBS Vortex, right? This is the new system, you guys, it's coming very soon, and the second we can roll it out, we will, even if it's before the 20th, because we're going to get it out to all the MSIs, and then the PSIs, the GSIs, the instructors, the students, and get it loaded, and it's going to change our interfacing of everything. Now, I'm going to show you guys some examples of it because it's live. It's going. All the components are in place. We're doing the final hooks and everything right now to be, ready for April 20th. Though, if we can release the PBS Vortex before that, we will. April 20th, we have so much to roll out. That's something that is just part of our everyday going forward. It's awesome, but April 20th is big. So here's the agenda for April 20th. You guys all have it in the notes. I put it out many times because I don't want anybody to miss out and say they didn't know about it. This is a big day for us. Now, we're going to have our 2-hour training in the morning, like always, Saturday mornings. So, there's a times it's 2 hours with Rory and Tanya. Tanya is going to be teaching you guys stuff on YouTube and videos this Saturday. And probably we're going to be touching base on that on the 20th as well. There are things we need to do for video content and marketing, and we want to get everybody on board with that. We're in the training for that. Guys, Saturday is going to be pretty powerful. Okay. A couple days away. But on the 20th, we'll be doing 2 hours prepping for the virtual event. So whatever we don't have ready that we need to have ready for that, we're going to be covering that. Then we're going to be doing the V-marketing. V-marketing is so important. We need to do it all the time. And Saturday, we're going to have our top recruiters, which is, Dina and Niall Eddy. Those two are a powerhouse. They're a powerhouse couple in recruiting. I get nothing but rants and raves about how well they do. Teaching how to use a new CRM and the new processes and the streamlining it. You want to see that done. And even if you're not an instructor, even if you're not doing V-marketing yet, you need to get exposure to it. Because the more you understand it, the more you realize, oh my gosh, this is the powerful action steps that I need to take to get my dreams into reality and take advantage of everything the PBS does and everything that RRR allows me to do. Now, after that is our 3-hour virtual event, and there is so much to deliver, so much to give you guys, and we're going to really be showcasing some things. So let's break down what's happening. We're going to be rolling out way more ways that we're making money. It's a major income increaser for us. We are going to be helping people get to $500 a week faster than we ever did before. And that's always been a goal. $500 a week. I can look around everybody here. $500 a week of new income changes the livelihoods and quality of life for everybody. It's a make it or break it for some people where they could do this full time now. And that's just the beginning, because we know that when people are working this full time, using all the leverage and stuff that we create, that just allows them to make $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week, $3,000 a week, and grow to these big levels. Now, we did a commitment thing last Tuesday. We will be covering that next Tuesday, but we're going to show you guys how to become a millionaire, those that committed to that. And we're going to start spending extra time just reiterating certain things during our Tuesday nights. Okay. So next week we'll talk about it. And then after the 20th, we're going to start spending time after this call, reiterating key things to make a difference in your output for the week to week to week to week. So we can get you to that steps. To become a millionaire, that's $20,000 a week in commission. We know how to do it. So we're going to teach everybody what they got to do to get there. You just got to show up and do the work and be consistent. We're going to cover that. But what we'll do is we'll get our Tuesday night done. And then those that committed, we're going to be an extra 20 minutes on those Tuesdays, covering those key elements week by week by week by week to get people to that millionaire status. So we're not just putting words out there. We're going to match it with the actions and the accountability to make it happen. Now, we're also launching Brain Food Academy on this event. And you guys, this is a big thing for us. I appreciate all the patience with the teachers. We built this right. It's all tied into our new CRM. It's all tied into our new income systems. We are going to be unveiling all of that and explaining it in full detail on the 20th. It's an exciting time. And we're all going to be able to start rolling out the links, modifying things, and going to work. This is the largest thing we've ever done in our history by far. Major changes to increase our incomes now and the potential going forward. And I'm going to tell you, we are so set up, and I want to make sure everybody's on tune with that. Now, I'm going to just cover some things here. I'm going to pull up my 2 PBSs that I grow. The main one that everybody gets a copy of when they start out is 1f16.com. And you'll notice I've got the new PBS Vortex landing pages that replaces Response Magic and does so much more right here. It's throughout the system. I have traffic hitting it every day, and I'm getting 3-4 a day new registrations. Realizing that doesn't sound like much, it's really adding up. And 3 or 4 a day means 120 a month. 120 a month times 12, it's 1,440 a year. A couple of years of that, you got a pretty good list. So when you're rolling things out there, you're getting activity and actions. I'm going to tell you, an email list of 2,000 solid people, you can generate enough money to run a family household. It's the quality that matters. And that's what this is creating. And I got to tell you, it is working far better than Response Magic ever did. Not just that, the hooks, the way that we're doing the marketing, this is super impressive. And it looks clean. It's precise. Yours will look just like this. Okay. And they'll get rolled in there. And then when you get the PBS Vortex, we're having our techs install it into your system properly to make sure everything's tested right. And then we start running. It's also, guys, the back-end technology tied to this and the autoresponders and the responses through SMS, it's incredible. You guys, in 97, I launched a program called Index Man. It's I actually don't even know who owns that domain now. I sold it for a good penny at some point. But I built a search engine and I captured leads and I had a way to bring in leads. And we're talking mega amounts of leads, huge numbers. And I had autoresponder systems that would send new things out to them. So I would spend X per lead that I generated. I bought the leads, just like we pay for our student leads. I got really good traffic. And this is in the golden age of the internet, guys, where no one knew what the value of it was. And I dominated in a big way with affiliate programs. And I would spend X to create a lead, and I would take unlimited amounts. Because when I got that lead, I was able to send that lead through an email list and an autoresponder system. And I knew that if I spent, for every dollar I spent in marketing, within 2 weeks, I would turn it from $1 to $5. So of course I would just bring it all. The more you brought me, the more I made, right? For every dollar I spent, I made $5. Okay. And it grew to this big thing where I was netting in my pocket about 50 grand a month, and then 100 grand a month, and then so on, all based on autoresponder sequencing of this. Now, it was understanding the technology behind it. What we're doing with the PBS Vortex, the new one, is so dramatically better than that. The tools, the AI, the hooks, it is dramatically better. It's what we've been striving for, and now we have it. And everybody's going to have it. But the benefit is you don't need to build it. You don't need to babysit it. You don't need to rewrite it. We do all of it for everybody in RRR247. It just runs to your system because that's the way it's hooked up. We take care of all of that. And the best part about it is you're not paying a social media team to do it. You're not paying a copywriter to do it. We do it for the whole family. You're going to be paying your fee for that. And everything's included because we all win together. We have a whole staff behind it, a whole tech team. We got 2 tech teams that are going to be overseeing all the stuff that happens because it's very, very involved, all included. And we're all marketing the same stuff in the same direction. So if it works for me, it's going to work for you, but you don't have to do anything but have it plugged in. Anything manually that we could automate, we did. And instead of it just doing it for, the Ricord family, like I used to do, I get to do it for the entire RRR247 family and everybody that takes advantage of it today, tomorrow, in scale. all because the technology is built to do so. It's so freaking impressive. So I'll click around. It's here. I have the hooks. Let me show you this on the homepage where they can come here and just click and go right to registration form. Clean, guys, this is all clean, all modern fonts and looks. It has all the proper permissions, full name, email, phone, and they go right in there, be in the know, and then boom, they get put in the sequence. And you get to see them in the CRM under your customers, under the PBS leads, and all the hooks and all the responses go out. And you guys, I've already been using this and proving it out, and not only gaining more PBS students for my teams, but also getting product sales. I got Bella Vita sales already, and we just started testing the systems, and it's unbelievable how much better this works than anything with Response Magic. And a lot of that might just be because we know how to deliver better, and we are going to be taking care of everything for the family. We're not building these systems to sell them as a service. We could. We're doing it only for RRR247. We are mastering the autoresponder world for SMS and text, and SMS, text, email, and phone, and doing it in a way that we were able to better the pricing and overheads for everybody in RRR247 and increase revenues. We're going to explain all of that on the 20th. What it means is our overhead drops and our profitability gets better. And it's such a smart move. It's the biggest thing we've ever done. April 20th is going to be a fun day for that. So that's that. We got that hook. It's here. I have it also on Rory 3. These are the two main sites that I build from. I'm actually building a new page on this one today. I had a whim, even though we were working on the programming, I had a great idea and I just started writing the page. It's getting pretty exciting. We're going to be working on a lot more content on Saturdays to start working on all this stuff to come in there. But you guys, the email list value is so tremendous. And if you have a very smart populated list, it doesn't need to be millions strong to generate revenue. It just has to be hundreds, thousands. And we're going to be able to do that in just a matter of time with the sequencing, but also with the way we do marketing, we're going to be feeding that into the same process as well. This is what we've been talking about doing. These are the things we said we were going to deliver. Well, we're delivering it. We're fulfilling every promise we made about the automation tools, and more so because the technology has increased. And you guys, we have the latest, greatest, and stuff that people don't even know exists yet that we have on the marketing side. And you guys all get access to it. And it's going to start pretty much this month. So what else can I show you guys that I won't blow anything up with? This is a big deal, okay? And it's warm, it's inviting, it's got the right disclosures on there. We don't have any other marketing framework on it, so it fits this way better. And we have access to just keep it clean, and that's what we're doing. We didn't want conflicting things. We do have the blue, or keeping those. Sometimes I make this blue. I've been playing with the colors. Yeah, blue and green. I've been playing with that. That's my A/B test, if you ever heard of that term. And we got a lot more of the pages and the stuff updated. We're gonna have to do a full training after the 20th to update the training for how we launch the new PBSs. But you guys, it is such a tremendous direction and growth that we've made. I'm also going to let people know that if you weren't on the train, I think I did it was on Saturday. I think it was on a Saturday. We've updated the quality of the pictures that go here on the top left, and I've been marketing them and testing them, and we are getting really good eyeball duration. People are staying on longer as we click through these photos. This is a new improvement. And we did all that, and that's something you guys we can break down. But we're going to be covering more of these little detail things on the Saturdays. But today I wanted to make sure you guys are ready for what's coming mentally. And I've given you guys the agenda. You guys can go ahead and go through that. I'm gonna stress that you make sure you put it on your calendar and you're there. I'm gonna stop my share. And I'm going to come right back to you guys. This is going to be a very incredible month. Make sure you're ready for what's coming May 5th. Make sure you're ready there for April 20th and take it in stride, but make sure you set the time up to make sure you take advantage of it. This is your business. We're going to be giving you the tools and training to really make a go of this. We're going to have people that have struggled lose the struggle with some of the ease that we're going to give them in these new advancements. You guys, I always cover it. This isn't a job, right? We don't get paid by the hour, nor do we have the ceilings of how much time we can involve in this. We get paid by the actions. We use technology, teamwork, a corporate structure around the teamwork to work efficiently and cover everybody, but also to work smarter. And if we can create lists that when utilized with the proper technology can create revisits and more traffic and more purchases and consumers that are consuming, we're going to make more money. As we get paid based on two things we do: providing value and service. Well, we do that as a marketer in the reach. And then we also do it because we're training others and paying it forward. But then we're really buying and selling products or going direct from the manufacturer to their door. And we get paid commission for the in-between. That's what we do. We're working very smart, and we all need just a few customers to make this work. We don't need thousands. We need, tens and hundreds, and then thousands just becomes ridiculously awesome. And we're building all of that to happen in stride, but also in leverage. If you've got a team of 100 people, and you can get that easy, you bring in 1, 2, 3, they start bringing in 1, 2, before you know it, you got 10 of you adding 2 a month. Give it a year, you've got hundreds now. And if you've got hundreds and the team structured right, the leverage is amazing and allows you to push and help even more people and grow to thousands and then tens of thousands. I know we do it. And then you're helping a lot of families, but that you guys, that overall share of the wealth, it's going to make the world a better place. The resources are out there. You guys, we have a utopian process here that allows us to distribute the wealth to everybody here and rise everybody up, as opposed to going to like shareholders and the corporate structure. We are the new way of things, and we're doing it in marketing, which will never be replaced and never go away. And we're rolling out technology that we are privy in our lifetime to get. All of these artificial intelligence programs that help outthink and outsmart things to benefit how we market, to know the consumer, to modify the way we send and deliver messages and get people to respond to them. That's all working for us. And when I say working for us, we're going to explain to you how it works because I want you to be in the know, but we have professionals doing it for us. We all get the benefit of it. You don't have to worry about what to write. You focus on your V-marketing. You focus on writing your blog pages. You focus on your ad posting. The rest is going to happen through the automation of PBS Vortex and our CRM. We put the money in to invest in the right core technologies that everybody can benefit from. And wait till you see how it works out on April 20th. It's the biggest thing we've ever done. It's the biggest single growth of technology and resources that we get to release to everybody all on a spectacular day, April 20th. All right. God bless everyone. I'm actually going to end this just a few minutes early because I delivered everything here, and I want you guys to soak it in. Check out the notes. I'm going to post it one more time. And Melissa, you are so welcome. You guys, we're going to accomplish dreams together, and it's going to start popping like popcorn. That's what we're here about. Pop, 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 pop. Everybody's dreams and their goals coming true. God bless. See you guys next train tomorrow. Open house for brain food. Keep up on those with Sheila. Guys, education's a big thing for us. We're in the right place at the right time with that. And I kid you guys, April 20th it launches. Love you guys.